The house had always had a certain reputation in the small town. It was said to be cursed, haunted by the ghosts of those who had died there. But for the family who had just moved in, it was their dream home, spacious, beautiful, and full of character. The family consisted of a couple and their two young children, a boy and a girl. They were thrilled to have finally found a house that met all their needs and within their budget. But little did they know that their dream home was about to turn into a nightmare. It all started with a strange room in the house. It was located on the second floor, at the end of a long hallway, and was always kept locked. The family had assumed that it was just a storage room and had paid little attention to it. But as time went on, strange things began to happen. The family would often hear strange noises coming from the room at night, thumps, creaks, and whispers. Sometimes, they would hear what sounded like footsteps pacing back and forth. The children, in particular, were frightened by the room. They would refuse to go near it, saying that they could sense something evil inside. The family tried to ignore their fears, chalking it up to their overactive imaginations. But then, one night, the couple was awoken by a loud banging noise. They got out of bed and followed the sound to the room at the end of the hallway. The door was open, and they could see that something was moving inside. They cautiously approached the room, peering inside. What they saw made their blood run cold. There was a figure standing in the middle of the room, its back to them. It was tall and thin, with long, spindly arms and legs. It was dressed in tattered, black clothing, and its hair was long and matted. The figure turned to face them, revealing its grotesque, disfigured face. Its eyes glowed in the darkness, and its mouth twisted into a sinister smile. The couple tried to run, but it was as if the figure was holding them in place. Suddenly, the figure lunged towards them, its arms outstretched. The couple screamed and tried to fight back, but it was no use. The figure was too strong, and they were quickly overpowered. The next morning, the family woke up to find that the room at the end of the hallway was once again locked. They tried to brush off the incident as a bad dream, but they knew deep down that it was all too real. As the days went on, the family began to experience more and more strange occurrences. Objects would move on their own, doors would open and close by themselves, and they would hear strange voices in the middle of the night. The children's behavior became more and more erratic. They would have violent outbursts and would refuse to sleep in their own beds. They claimed that they were being tormented by the figure in the room at the end of the hallway. The family decided that they had had enough. They called in a team of paranormal investigators, hoping that they would be able to help them get to the bottom of the haunting. The investigators spent several days in the house, gathering evidence and conducting various experiments. They concluded that the room at the end of the hallway was indeed the epicenter of the haunting, and that something had been unleashed from within. They recommended that the family leave the house immediately, warning them that the entity that had taken up residence there was dangerous and malevolent. The family heeded their warning and left the house, never looking back. The house was eventually sold to a new family, but the strange room at the end of the hallway remained locked, a testament to the dark secrets that lay within.
Thanks for subscribing to Chilling Chronicles. We hope our spine-tingling stories have kept you entertained. Stay tuned for more bone-chilling content as we continue to explore new tales of horror and suspense. Keep an open mind and remember, stay spooky.